Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, sir. Chummy. Welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day. Welcome to the Daily Grind. Let's get crack-a-lacking. Power of suggestion. What kind of suggestions are you allowing in that could be possibly affecting your life? Think about that for a minute. What you think about, you bring about. That's a fact. The stuff that you constantly think about in your mind are the things that you are manifesting and creating in your life. So if you're hanging around people that are always talking negative, bad, gloom and doom, crap, and that stuff is just constantly going in your head, your life's gonna start getting kind of crappy. So think about that. You know, is your life really crappy right now? What are you saying to yourself? Oh, I never get ahead. I can never get anything right. I'm always stuck in a slow line. If you're constantly talking to yourself like that, then that stuff is going to manifest itself. It's going to come forth in your life. So if you want to change your life, change the way you talk to yourself, change the way you think, change the people you hang around with if you're hanging around with negative gloom and doomers all the time. And listen, if you're in the middle of a little bit of a bad spell, remember, this too shall pass. Don't just keep saying, oh my God, this is how my life goes all the time, because you're bringing that stuff to light. So you got to be careful with your self-talk. You got to be careful with who you're hanging around with and what you're listening to and what you're pumping into your mind all the time. You know, if you're constantly watching the news and the gloom and doom, you're going to be full of fear and bad things. It's all you're going to see is bad things around you. You want to get rid of that stuff? Stop doing it. Start hanging around with people that have got a positive outlook, that are always talking about how good life is, that are always talking about how grateful they are. And don't be feeding yourself the crap that everything bad always happens. Oh, everything always bad happens to me. Nothing good happens to me. If you say that all the time, then you're going to be bringing that into fruition. So stop it. Stop saying that stuff. Start saying everything I touch turns to gold. Everything I do just comes out right. You know, and you're going to have a lot more positive things happening in your life. If you're constantly feeding yourself negative crap, then your life is going to be full of negative crap. If you switch that around and start feeding yourself good stuff and positive thoughts and good words, then your life's going to start turning around and it's going to be filled with good stuff. If you don't think that's true, just try it for a while. Try it for 30 days. Switch your thinking around for 30 days. Every time something negative comes up, just turn it into something positive and say, you know what, this is going to work out just fine. It always does. And you're going to start seeing a different result in your life. Your self-talk, your self-thinking, the people you hang around with, the information that you're constantly putting into your brain is helping you create the life that you're living. So if your life is kind of sucky, think about what you're saying, what you're doing, how you're acting, what's going on. If you're always saying things never work out in my favor, they're not gonna. If you say that constantly, it has to come true for you. So stop talking like that and start saying, you know what? Things always work out. Sometimes they may be hard, but not always, and they always work out. And you think about this. Everything I've been through up to this point in my life has worked out. I've gone through some hard stuff, and I've gone through some easy stuff. But every single thing that I've been through, I've been 100% successful in getting through, because here I am, still talking to you, and so have you. So if you start thinking like that, you know what? Everything I've been through, I've got through everything that's come up in my life, 100%. It always works out for the best. So remember, think about what you're feeding your brain. What are you saying to yourself all the time? How are you talking? If you're talking negative and bad and gloom and doom all the time, that's what's going to manifest in your life. So knock it off. Straighten it out. Start talking positive and good. Hey, things always turn out. Everything I touch turns to gold. You know, everything always works out in my favor. The lines I get in at the grocery store are always the fastest moving ones. If you keep talking like that, then better things are going to start happening in your life. So be careful what you feed yourself. Be careful about the people you're hanging around with, because if they're feeding you crap all the time, then that's what you're hearing. That's what your life's going to be. So get on the positive side of life. Start feeding yourself some good information, and life is going to turn around and be much better for you. Hey, listen, I hope this helped you out. I hope you have a great day. You got something you want to hear me talk about on here, send me a message. I want to know what's going on with you out there. I haven't heard from anybody in a long time, so are you still watching? You're not? What's going on? Have a good one. Over.